Good morning and happy Tuesday. Thank you for coming by, and I appreciate all my friends that watch my videos, leave a thumbs up and a comment or a smiley face. Today I have some cuteness here. This is my daughter Heather's Woodland Silver, the Spring Rabbits, and I have shared this kit. It's super cute. I love the colors. It's more of a grungy. So I really want this bunny on my cover. And I made some notes. I decided to go with a soft cover. I have a couple of quilt. I had a large king size quilt. I never used it. It was just for decoration only bedspread. So I decided to cut it up. And I think I cut these 12 by 12. Nope. Roughly 11 and a quarter by 12, maybe. I did wash it. It said dry clean only, but I washed it and ran it through the dryer, so it kind of shrunk a little bit, but that's okay. So it has decoration on it. This part here I'm going to use for the cover, and I decided to make a tall skinny soft cover. So I've kind of made some notes to see what size I want, and I took a just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that my printer messed this up, so just to kind of gauge how wide I want it and how tall. I'm good with the 10 tall. 5 wide will give my pages room in there, and I love this little strip on the edge here. And then I have to have a little bit of spine on the inside. I'm not sure if I'm gonna reinforce the inside to make it sturdy. I'm not sure. So but I do want this 5. Yeah, I think 5 would be good. Would get that entire bunny in there, and yeah, I love that. So I'm thinking, and then this is going to be the back, so I'm just trying to decide what to do the back. Which way? Looks like I cut that different. Maybe this way. So I will have to cut quite a bit off of here. And then here, I'm thinking I'm going to cut this off right here and then measure that way. So if I had 5 and gave myself enough for a wraparound, I think an inch would be good enough. So I think what I'm going to do is true that up right there, because I really don't want that. Maybe I do want that on the spine there. I'm going to put lace on the spine anyways. I'm just thinking I want to cut this off because I want most of this in here. I really like this right here. So let me get my mat. So I'm hoping this this might be a quick video. I'm kind of backlogged on videos. I have quite a few planned out, but just haven't had time to do them. So I'm thinking I want to cut that. I'm going to use my quilt ruler, and I need to sharpen this blade because I have been using it for paper. So I think I'm just going to, I've got the sun in my eyeballs too. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood today. Just gonna try to lop this off. I'm gonna have to hit it a couple times because this thing, I need to put a new blade, or I do have a sharpener. Food for thought: if you use these for paper, have one for paper, one for fabric. I do have one for fabric, but it's not close by, so I just keep chipping away at it. It's pretty thick. It's got batting in there. So I have quite a few pieces of this quilt that are a little less than 12 by 12, 12 by 11 and a quarter, somewhere thereabouts, if anybody's interested. I did have them in my shop one time, but they didn't sell, so I took them out. So I thought maybe I'd try to use them. Yeah, I need to get a new blade. Okay, there we go. I can use that for something. All right, so that gives me a starting point. Okay, let me just see where 5 and a quarter and 5 and a quarter would give me a nice little spine. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go 5 and a half, 5 and a half on each. All right. I think I'm going to cut this one. Question is, do I want this at the top or this at the bottom? I think I want this at the bottom because it's like a flower piece. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That up there. I think I want it at the top. Okay. So I'm going to cut from here over 5. Okay, there's 5 there, right there. Maybe 5 and a half. Just want to make sure I have enough. 5 and a half would be right at that line there, right there. I think I'm going to go 5 and a half, just so I make sure I have enough for a spine. I'll be looking for a new blade today, or my sharpener. I have a blade sharpener too. Getting it. So that's a nice little piece. All right, so there's that piece. Hope I didn't cut that too short. So let's see. That'll go there. So 5 and a half. I kind of want a little bit more. Let me just see how. Okay, that's plenty. I can make up the difference here because I'm going to put trim. So I think I will sew these two together like that, and then figure out my height, which will be 10. I want all of this on the back side, and then I'll get some of that. And then if I go, I might even go 6, because I can always trim it, but I can't put it back on. I mean, I could put a little band on there like that, and I might do that. If I can find something that looks close to that as far as fabric. So I think I might cut that off at 6, but I'll wait until I marry these two together. And this is pretty thick. I wished I hadn't cut these down so small. I wasn't thinking, but I thought these would make nice little covers like that. But I really like that I can put this bunny on the front here. Obviously, I will back it with something thick and probably cut out, die cut a shape, like a journal topper. Yeah. Alright, so now I gotta sew these two together, but I don't want a lot of bulk. So I might take just zigzag them together and put a small strip on the inside of fabric. I've got some cotton fabric I can put on the inside, and then just marry these two together, because I think if I sew them it might add a lot of bulk. Not really sure. Probably not. That's going to be, let me just try it. I have tons of this fabric, so I don't know what I'm worried about. So let me just do that real quick. And I hadn't planned on sewing, so it'll be a little chitty chitty bang bang here for a minute. Keep my notes. I always keep my sewing machine covered just to protect it from the sun. And I still haven't leveled this out. I gotta adjust the feet on the bottom because I'm really tippy. And I'm going to keep it regular stitch because I don't want the stitch to come out. Normally if I sew on paper, I raise the stitch length because I love that look. So I think I'm going to, and I want that at the top, so I'm going to sew these two together here. And I might put a couple pins maybe. I can find my pins. I'm just going to go for it. Alright, so I'm just going to sew this real quick. Oops. There we go. Alright, I lost my string. There we go. my thread. It's pretty thick. Okay, easy peasy. Now let's see what I got. Just take these little threads off. And I'll have to think about something too, because this will fray, what I'm going to do with that too. Okay, and I might press this down too. That'll help. I probably could have went with a wider, gave myself a little bit more room, but I think I will give this a good press with the iron. So I'm thinking, hopefully I gave myself enough room. Yeah, I think that'll be good right there. And I'll give it a good press. So then my bunny will go on there like that. So it'll be a tall, skinny, and then the back cover. I do have the option of folding that in and making a pocket, but I think it'll be too bulky. So I'll decide after I press this how much I want to cut off on this side. But I really love the design on the back. Yeah, I'll want to give this a really good press. I'll steam this open, and I should have gave myself a bigger allowance there. And I might just go ahead and stitch those down after I press it. There'll be a stitch line on both sides. Yeah. That'll keep it under control. And then I'll have to decide if I'm going to put something hard copy on the inside, like maybe file folder or something to give it stability. Otherwise it'll be like really flimsy. So that'll be the next step. So there's that. That is my idea for my starting of another journal cover. I know. Maybe I should just make journal covers and put them in my shop. So that is the Spring Rabbits kit. So I'm pretty excited about that. To do a soft cover. And then the other thing I had was I will be doing hashtag Give a Scrap, hosted by Angela, the Traveling Crafter. I was tagged by Carol at Crinkle Path. So this week sometime I will be doing a video for that. I just need to decide what I want to do. I have a lot of scraps, and I think there's no rules. You can do whatever, but I want to do something that I can use up some of my scraps. So there you go. So I'll be doing that this week. I'm not sure which day, so I'll be doing that. So all right, that's my quick share for today. I'm excited about doing that, so I'll have to get my ironing board out. And well, I have a tabletop one too. I can use an ironing pad, and I want to give this a good press, and I really think I'm going to, once I press it, I'm going to stitch a line right close to there, and that'll keep that down. I mean, I will be putting like lace trim on the edge, not this, but something a little bit bigger. So I will be doing that as well. So all right, hope you have an awesome Tuesday. Take care, enjoy your day. Bye.